I'm Alex Dobian, and I consent to the IGL using this video on the internet.
Okay. And so, who are you?
My name is Alex Dobian. I'm a freshman at Tufts, hoping to major in international relations and possibly economics too.
Okay. So, what panels have you been to so far this weekend?
Oh my. I've been to a lot of the panels. I went to the #Power one on youth and new media. I went to the most recent one, which is on resource wars. Hold on. Is this like a legal move? I also went to the Present and Future Battlefield, Cyber Warfare, Neuroscience, and Robotics panel. And I also saw the keynote address by Steven Pinker.
Okay, great. Well, what were the most thought-provoking ideas that you've come across this weekend?
Thought-provoking ideas. I thought during the panel with the Cyber Warfare, Neuroscience, and Robotics panel, Captain Porter get a really interesting idea that developments in science and international relations are somehow linked in that he's mentioned like his idea that we went from a science that was based on like certainty and rules and international relations being the same way, following from the 17th century onward, and then switching over sometime in the last century to like an unpredictable sort of like chaos theory where the only things we know is that the future is going to be unpredictable. I thought that was a really interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that parallel previously, and so it's pretty thought-provoking for me.
Do you think it would have been helpful to learn about that stuff in Intro to IR?
I don't know. I think that's outside the realm of Intro to IR. Not that Intro to IR isn't a great class. It is.
Okay. Well, what did you think about this most recent panel on resource and conflict?
I thought it was really interesting. I thought that Dr. Al Jaffer's presentation about Kuwait was really fascinating. Like, I thought it was cool how he went to the nuts and bolts, sort of like Kuwaiti strategy and what they did in negotiations, like with Iraq and Iran, and how they're trying to secure their own water supply and the challenges that they have to deal with that. I thought that was really interesting. Not to take away from the other panelists, because Dr. Mouat and Dr. Rosenblum were both fantastic as well.
So what do you think is going to be the most pressing problem facing us in the coming century?
The most that is a really good question, and I mean, I am no expert, but I think the rise of the developing world and sort of the demographic imbalance is going to come as, the world is expected to grow to, not 10 billion people in just a matter of decades, and I think that most of that growth is going to be concentrated in poor areas of the world, and so I think it's going to be really interesting to see whether the emerging markets we see in sort of the shift in economic power from the developed world to the Chinas and the BRICS of today, if that continues, or what is going to happen with that. I think it's a really interesting dynamic that's going to play out over the next couple of decades.
Well, excellent. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Agree.